to
Comic Game and Movie Show.
and today we shall be ranting. But we're gonna try to keep. We're not gonna do this very long. We're gonna try. You're gonna try not
Right,
to.
I'm gonna try, but I can't be responsible for my emotions.
All right. Disclaimer: we're not responsible for any damage
By the
or
way,
emotions.
spoiler alert.
Big spoiler.
Spoilers for if anyone hasn't
It's
marked.
seen
Make sure you
Wonder
put like a
Woman.
spoiler on this. Like, if
For
anyone,
Wonder Woman. Spoiler warning.
Spoiler for Wonder Woman. This is gonna be a rant on Wonder Woman, and
This is a rant.
and you know what? And by the way, this is our opinions. You know, this isn't fact. We're not claiming anything. If you have your
I
own
claim
opinion,
every. No, I'm just kidding.
you have your own opinion. You can keep your own opinion. Obviously, a lot of
So
people feel
shut up.
positive. And we feel positive too about the movie. Honestly, it
I gave it a good score.
I gave it a 7.5.
Well, it didn't show all the way.
Seth gave it a 7. I gave it a 7.5.
Fix that. the video cut out on the Wonder Woman review. It was only 9 minutes long. I know it wasn't that long. So just fix that if you may.
I mean, if we got to do it over again, I mean,
Whatever.
then we have to do it over again.
Oh well. But today we're just gonna rant, and if we have to do it over again, then this will come after that. So
Okay.
here we go.
You want to go first, or
I'm gonna go first because I have friends that are big DC fanboys. For some reason, I have friends that are that way. Don't know how.
Not me and Mark.
I can see
I was about
how.
to say me and Mark aren't.
I mean,
included in
like,
those
no, they
friends.
like DC, and I'm like, and then it was like, yeah, don't you like DC now? I was like, yeah, I do, but not the cinematic universe. Like, why not? I was like, it's just bad movies. And then they're all like, what do you mean? It was like, well, it was like, you can't say anything about Man of Steel. I was like, oh, can I?
Man of
Let
Steel
me
wasn't the worst garbage.
No, no,
It
no.
was okay.
It was a 5, well, 4.5.
I gave it
4.5.
I gave it 5.
4.5. I give 4.5. But I tried to explain to them why it wasn't all that good, and they're all like, man, you're just a hater. I'm like,
Because some people like gloss over shit like that. They just
gloss
like-
over shit like that. Then BVS. I was like, and then I was like, even you have to admit BVS wasn't that good. It's like, oh no, it was, well, wasn't as good as Man of Steel. And I'm like,
Suicide Squad though, man.
was
Garbage. That was
awful.
garbage, dude. That was like
I can't.
I tried to tell you that.
I feel
too.
like drinking bleach every
I tried
time
to
someone
t-
says who likes it.
I tried to tell you that when we came out. I was like, dude, I think BVS is better than this. You were like, no, well, at least Suicide Squad was fun. I was like, no, man, BVS.
Well, until I watched
was like,
it.
at least BVS had Batman.
Suicide Squad is Batman.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
2 seconds of them. But no, so Suicide Squad was bad. Then comes Wonder Woman, and this is the movie that everyone's acting like it's DC's like
The
climax.
best movie since The Dark Knight of her.
Like, no, it's not. Get this shit out of your ears.
This movie, if it ended today, I know, I don't like to reference Rotten Tomatoes, but even other things, not just Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb,
If
other
every
things.
single critic website,
Like, if it ended today,
just-
this
just-
movie would be considered the 3rd greatest comic book movie of all time.
and it's not.
And it is not.
It's not. Like, why are you people so fucking... They're bear goggles.
But
I call bear goggles.
subjectively, I liked the movie. I thought
I
it was
do.
good. But my problem with this movie is that it had a bunch of problems that other movies have that people have just glossed over.
They're not even
like
saying...
the villains
like,
are
Ares,
awful.
Like,
The villains are awful, and people
the
are
most...
just going,
you know what? The most you're ever going to hear about the villains is that, oh, they're kind of like Marvel. They're not all that good, but they were okay. They're not that good. It's like, they're not even okay. They're pretty bad.
awful. And it kind of pissed me off because I mean I know I'm a Marvel guy and it's gonna come off whatever. I don't really care. People when Marvel has a bad villain, people talk about it like immediately.
People say...
like Winter Soldier. Some people agree with you that they didn't like Zemo. They'd be like, great movie. I mean, not Winter Soldier. Civil War. They'd be like, great movie. A bad villain.
I
That's the
said,
only
not
thing that
bad.
stops you.
I didn't even say bad villain. I just said, nah, very
But some
convincing.
people
That's
say
it.
that. But like, it's like one of the first things they say. But
You
people
and I admit Zemo was
but-
good.
But with this movie, they're awful villains, and people just go.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid. It's so fucking dumb.
Not
Like,
to mention,
freaking Poison is just, well, she's just there for sympathy, I guess. I don't even know why she's there.
Man. Like, there's no.
The German officer is there just to die,
And, like,
take that weird gas,
I've
and
seen
die.
so many.
like,
I've seen so many reviews and so many people being like, "Oh, this is like Captain America: The First Avengers done right," and I'm like,
no,
"Is it?
No!
I was like, what do you mean Captain America: First Avenger done right? What are you talking about? It's like she fell in love with the like. I kind of let it slide that she boned the first guy she ever met, like the very first man she ever came in contact with. She fell in love with. Like I know it's in the comics, but even then it's kind of like I let it slide. I was like, okay, at least they're sticking to the comics. But even then, even that's a little, like really.
oh, yeah. Let's talk about the leaps in logic in the movie that people gloss over. Not just the nitpicks, but Ares killing off the
But-
entire Greek pantheon.
Yeah, that was a little bit of bullcrap.
That was bullshit. I
like,
couldn't believe that one. I was
like I said, like we said in our first review, like in our review together, you were just like, like
get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, and for some reason, I'm like, okay, I know what you guys are trying to do, but this is bullshit. Okay, Zeus couldn't kill him, but Wonder Woman can?
Wonder Woman.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's stupid.
What?
Like, leaps in logic are pretty
dumb.
dumb.
They outright ripped scenes off out of Marvel. Like, I wish I had editing skills so that I could find these specific scenes that I see. There's a scene, like I've said it before, there's a scene in Thor, the first Thor, where Odin's showing him to his treasure room, and there's a hammer. There's Mjolnir, and Thor's like, I want to have that one day. Cut back to Wonder Woman. There's an exact scene just
there's a sword
like it. Exactly.
in a case.
If you shot
with
by
her
shot,
and her mother being like, I want to wield that
It's
one day. And she's
exact
like, man,
shot.
maybe, hopefully we'll never have to use it.
It's exactly shot by shot. And then there's a scene of
The
Steve
the
Trevor
obvious one.
riding through Germany.
Riding through
and
the
fighting
forest on a
World
bike.
War on a bike with a... And I'm just like, really? Like, okay, shot by shot. Even it all looks just like Captain America. And then the guy sacrifices himself with bombs that are about to take...
Even though that already happens, but the whole point is the way they did it.
The way they did it.
See,
Like,
if they would have sacrificed him in a different way, I would have been like, okay, well, that's how Steve Trevor kind of goes. But
the biggest thing that I am...
He goes on... No, one, he's got bombs, and he's
Yeah.
in a plane, and he's flying towards where? The West. Like, you can't get any more cut and paste with that.
And another thing is, which is what me and you both agreed on, I like Gal Gadot. I thought she was good.
I thought she was good.
But the way people are
I
going
now know what you're talking about, because I started seeing that, I was like...
The way people are going, you would have thought she was Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man or something. I'm like, I was like, hold up, man. She did okay.
And then there's some people like, oh, she gave this charismatic performance. I'm like,
she had the same face through the whole movie,
except for when she got pissed at Trevor. That's the only time her face changed.
I never saw any, like, I mean, she did decent enough. She didn't drop. She wasn't noticeably bad. She wasn't noticeously great either. I don't know where people are getting it from.
And that's the thing. People are like, oh, Gal Gadot. And then, but you know what they also do? They glance over Steve.
Yeah, they downgrade him.
Chris Pine. Sorry, I said Steve Pine.
Yeah.
My bad. Chris Pine. They glance over and be like, oh yeah, Chris Pine plays a good performance too. Gal Gadot was good.
Part of this movie by far. He completely acted circles around Gal Gadot.
Oh, she acted
elevated her. He
was bench pressing her.
Basically,
like he was holding her ass up.
Basically,
and you
he was just walking
it.
around with her through the whole movie like this.
Pretty much. It's so bullshit, and people are like, yeah, she gave this excellent performance. I'm like, excellent.
But the problem is, people are talking about this movie like it's this groundbreaking original movie. I'm like, nothing about this movie is that original. She wants to save the world, so she beats the villain. I was like, nothing about this. Like, some people go, well, you see the hardship of war and this and that. I'm like,
you do, but kinda. You want a movie where you see the hardship of war? Watch Cold Mountain. You want to see the hardship of war? Watch Cold Mountain
or American Sniper.
But they were talking about for a superhero movie. You see the hardship of. If you want to see a superhero movie where you see hardship, watch Logan. Okay, this movie ain't that.
Oh, that's a good example.
This movie ain't that. This movie is.
It only shows you like what 3-4 scenes at most about the World War I. How bad it was.
The no man's land scene where everyone is raving like it was a moment for women and stuff, which is leading me to the touchy subject.
The gender card.
The gender card.
Now, normally we wouldn't touch this card with a 10-foot pole,
it's just feeling more obvious every day to me that people are elevating this movie because it was a good female superhero movie. It is a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I'm happy that this is a good female movie. I'm happy that this director on the Patty Jenkins, she made the most money by a female director. I'm happy about these things. But the way people are going on about it, I'm just like,
maybe that wasn't her intent, the director's intention. Maybe that wasn't her intention, but that's what's happening. Now, whatever her intention was, this is what's happening. Reviewers are saying it's the best female this, female that. They're using the female card a lot, and it's weird.
Because I've already said it before in my
guess what other movie tried to do this?
What?
Ghostbusters. People were raving about Ghostbusters.
That got 75% on Rotten Tomatoes too. It wasn't all like they gave it an okay score.
Now, granted, that movie was better than Ghostbusters 2. Like, no, Ghostbusters 2 wasn't good. Wasn't bad either. But
it's making me feel like I know it's a touchy thing to talk about, but like I said, I don't know, because I'm making me think if this was a male in this movie, would it have gotten the same kind of stuff?
Would it have? This is just a what if. This is just a what if.
Because Captain America, the First Avengers, was a movie that I think is criminally underrated in my opinion. Like, I mean, I don't think it's the best. I wouldn't put it in my top 10, but I do think it's a very good superhero movie, an honest one, and I love the relationship between him and Peggy more than I like the relationship between her and Steve. Like
her and Steve was cute. It was
cute.
You know what it was? It was adorable. It was really adorable.
What though? Because first of all, he was trying to use her the whole time because he realized how strong she was.
Yeah.
But the relationship between Peggy and Steve, she was into him when he was a small man. Yep. When he was a weak man who really didn't have much, she was starting to kind of be into him. Even when he was this when you remember how he looked. Yeah.
She was into him then. And then, well, when you got big, it was like it only just.
It's like that's frost. That's frosting on the top of the cake.
That's frosting on the top of the cake. So it's one of those. This one, it was like Trevor really needed. Well, I'll give Trevor this argument. He had no idea who the fuck she was. She had no idea what she was capable of at first.
And another thing,
first
plot holes. If the God Killer sword was destroyed, how did she have it in BVS?
Why couldn't she kill Doomsday with the lightning power?
If she's strong enough to kill Ares, why is she strong enough to kill
Doomsday, who was not even really Doomsday? He's not even fucking Doomsday. Don't you fanboys fucking argue with that. He's not fucking
plot
Doomsday.
Hole. If she gave up on humanity, why actually all of a sudden talking like she's gonna protect humanity? Like, no one's bringing none of this crap up. They're just kind of like just whoop.
Yep. And we're not gonna do the whole she's a woman. No, it's just. These people are like beer goggled. These people
this movie, it doesn't do a single original thing. You know what? This movie, like, okay, I'm gonna just name up, like I've said it before. Name off the movies that this movie is highly rated. It's more highly rated than Deadpool. It's at the same rated as Logan. It's more highly rated than The Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, than Civil War.
Shorten this list. It's on par with the first Iron Man and the Dark Knight.
Hell no.
It's like right there.
Hell no.
It's like right there.
This movie is on par with Ant-Man and Captain America.
Yeah.
And it's even, and I like those movies more because this movie just ripped off Captain America and it didn't do anything original.
And Thor.
It didn't really do anything original. I don't know where people are getting this huge.
It really didn't do anything too original. I mean, the only reason why they did World War I was because of.
Well, because they were scared of being compared to Captain America. Well, guess how bad it would have been if they really did World War I. Now I see why they didn't, because they blatantly ripped the movie off. No, you know what pissed me off? Though Patty Jenkins, the one who directed it, later on went back and said, "You know the fault in Captain America, the first Avengers," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, are you talking shit about the first Avenger?" Like, okay, all right, cool. Your movie guy high rating, so now I can just talk down.
Pretty much. Man. You know what? That's the ego. That's the ego balloon swelling up. She saw how good your movie was doing. She saw how much money she's making, and she's like, "You know what? I think I can actually talk shit now." It's like, no, you can't talk shit. You're not allowed to talk shit.
This movie it's a good movie. Go out and see it. Like we said before, go out and see it.
But
we
do
encourage
not
you to see it.
let these people convince you, because
it's not a 10 out of 10.
It's 10 out of 10.
It's not better than Iron Man 1. Definitely not better than Dark Knight.
Some guy tried to argue with me that it's better than Iron Man 1. He's like, what has Iron Man 1 got that's better? The villain's awful. I was like, did you see the villains in this?
Obadiah Stane was actually pretty damn good.
I was like, I thought he was, like, okay, now, was it a little on the nose? Because, like, he
that's
the bad guy pretty fast, but that was about it.
That was about it, but that was all that was wrong with Obadiah Stane.
I will never get out of my mind the reaction from the two villains giggling like fucking schoolgirls when they kill someone. I was just like,
yeah, when they threw the gas canister in the bunker, threw the gas mask in with them.
Am I watching Wonder Woman, or am I watching a 1950 Batman or something, dude? Am I watching the Adam West Batman? Like, what has just happened there? Like,
hey, respect though, he's dead now.
Respect. But those old things are awful.
Yeah, and then the real villain, Ares, is not even that cool looking. Like,
and his suit was so bad. Like,
his suit was so fake. It was fake as shit. Like,
I don't know why they did that. They didn't have to.
You know why though? You know they proved they could have done it. Like, this is a spoiler for Flash season 3. If you haven't seen it, I mean, if you have, no bad. The Flash season 3, whatever your opinions on. There's this villain in there. His name's Savitar. He's got this suit of armor, right? That's only CGI when he runs. When he's walking around, that's an actual suit he's wearing. I'm like, if they could pull off that suit on a TV budget, why couldn't they pull off an Ares suit?
And I didn't like Ares' power. I'm like, he's the god of war. Shouldn't he be smart? First of all,
why does he have weapons?
Why
doesn't he use weapons?
Someone else brought up to me, why would you tell her that you can kill me?
Oh yeah, he said that.
Why would you tell her that?
Why would you tell her that I guess the arrogance
You're
thing.
You're a god of war. You're a god. You should have script. You should be smart.
Get the fuck out of here, Ares. Well, and that's another thing. If he's stupid enough to tell her that, why the hell was he not? How the hell is he more powerful than Zeus? Than Zeus? Come on.
Zeus.
Like, I mean, there's just so many things about this movie that I'm just like,
It's so like stupid, and yet these are the problems we bring up, and yet no one else is like.
everyone else just glosses over.
Everyone else
like,
go out. They only see the good. They only see the good in this movie. That's why they give it a perfect
They're
score.
only seeing the good. Like, they literally pinpoint on the good.
That's
Like,
it. They never. They don't see any of the bad. And that's why they give this 10 out of 10 because they refuse to see anything bad.
I can't wait for you to see it, Mark, so I can see what your opinion is on it. Because, I mean, you tend to see the good in things, too, so maybe you might be a little lax on this movie.
But I mean, at the same time, I didn't give DC's movies 10 out of 10s.
Yes, but, like, but this movie is actually a good movie, in my opinion, so it's good enough that I do think you might be able to latch on to the good part, and maybe let the bad part slide.
It would have to be really good for me to do that.
It's pretty good. It's a good movie.
Here's what I'll say. There's a good chance I'll probably give it above average because it's good, right?
It's a good movie.
7 out of 10.
I
give it a 7.5.
Like I say, knowing me, I might average it to like an 8 or a 9, but
Yeah,
I don't think I'll go 10.
I would say, yeah, knowing you probably give it like an 8, but like, well, it's Mark. See, Mark can see the good and stuff. Me and Seth.
I'm an optimistic person.
Apparently, everyone became an optimist at the same time.
I don't know. Everyone became
Weird.
you for this movie.
Like,
Everyone
the most
became
cynical
you.
like, the most cynical reviewers I've ever seen are just like, it's so hopeful. And I'm like, wait, what happened? Like, all of a sudden you just.
You know what? This got one of
what?
my favorite reviewers to go to that route. You know, Chris Suckman. I'm like,
Oh, he gave it an A minus.
give it an A minus. I'm like, it's not a fucking A minus. It is a
Hell.
C at best.
C plus.
C plus. It's a C plus. It's a C
Good
plus.
grade.
Good grade.
Maybe a B minus if you want to be nice.
You want to be nice, but that's being just a B. No, B minus. You're right. This movie, guys, was not a 10 out of 10. Don't let these people just say it's this good and that's it. It's not. I mean, it's a 7. It's a 7. It's a good movie.
It just hurts me, man, because I see all these other movies that are above it. Dread's better than it. V for Vendetta's better than it. I mean,
Dredd had a shittier budget.
and like I could just name like if I could go through this is how I agree with it. If I can name 10 other movies, like because people are putting like this is my top 3 superhero movies of all time. I'm like, no. Only how you crack my top 5 is if you make me question how much I like the other 5 that are in it. Like if the movie's so good that I'm like, I don't know how much I like those other like I'd say Civil War and Logan made me do that. I was like, yeah, I mean I love my top 5, but I don't know how much. But this movie, I didn't think about it. I didn't even think about my top 10.
It's not up there, and I take real offense to people who are saying it's like as good as The Dark Knight. I'm like, no, it's fucking
okay, like we said at the top,
You can have your own opinion.
Yeah, you
have
can.
your own opinion, but this movie isn't near The Dark Knight, or
It's nowhere near
not
The
better
Dark
than
Knight.
Winter Soldier either.
It's not better than Winter Soldier. It's not really okay. Here's the movies that it's on par with. If you want to be nice, it's in the Ant-Man first Thor category. Maybe first Captain America. It's in there.
Yeah, it's in that.
It's
in that
in
department.
there.
It's in that department.
It's in that department. Is it like Winter Soldier, then Avengers, and then no.
This movie is an 81 movie. Like if you were doing a Rotten Tomatoes score, it's an 81.
I'd
which is
give
a
it.
good score.
I'd give it a 76, maybe 75.
I'd give it an 81. It's a good score, but 93,
93.
the third highest comic book movie of all time.
Yeah, no, it's not as good as The Dark Knight. Not as good as first Iron Man. It's just not.
And there's no video of people to disagree. Like I feel like I need to go watch that Magnus review though, because like I finally found someone who actually agrees.
What do you got shit on? So we're probably gonna shit on too. Oh well. That's our
Probably.
opinions, guys. I didn't keep it too long. I wanted to do this too because we're here, but shit, why did I fucking say that out loud? My bad. Anyway, guys, that was our little Wonder Woman rant. Quick message.
Wonder
Don't
Woman rant.
let the people fool you.
This is just our
go out and
honest
see.
opinions, man. Our honest
No.
opinions.
Form your own opinion and go out and see it.
Yeah, form
Your own opinion. Go out and see it. Don't even take our opinion for it. Just go out and make your own. Okay. So anyway, thank you guys for bringing us on.
That's slow motion, man. Anyways, that everyone loves apparently. But anyways, god dang it, there's so much rant. Sorry.
Thank you for joining us on.
Copy a movie show.
Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more of us in the future, we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
So the bigger the bill, the harder you fall.